buckle up. This is the October energy update. It's going to be a buoyant month. What's going on? Hi everyone, my name is Lucy Davis. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now I'm looking a bit disheveled filming this. I'm actually on day 4 of a fast, and I've just I don't know why this fast has given me so much energy. Obviously it's got something to do with the energies that are coming in. Ladies and gents, buckle up. This is the October energy update. Now, before we go into that, it is my pleasure and with excitement that I share with you our first Soul School was completed on the 24th of September, which was Saturday, just gone. It was absolutely amazing. My team and I had the most incredible time, and the feedback that we have received from you all has been absolutely phenomenal. So thank you for taking the time to send that over. I'm super excited because the second one in February 2023 has been booked. It's officially been booked. So we will be sharing that over the coming days and weeks. How very exciting. Soul School number 2 is already in flight. So just wanted to say thank you to all of you guys for coming along to that. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about the October energy. I've been talking about this month for a very, very, very long time. If you go back through my videos, you will remember I said October through to December is going to be huge. And I feel that we're already getting signs of some of the things that are to come. So let's look at the financial industry, for example. So there's a little bit of noise going on, isn't there? Because the exchange rates are changing. The pound is very, very weak right now, and we've got the Bank of England under question, and we've got mortgage companies all of a sudden saying whoa, after all of these house prices have been skyrocketing, and everybody has been having these mortgages where they can buy with no deposit and things like that, and now all of a sudden the financial industry is clearly suffering. I could go off on a whole story about how I got offered a job at the Bank of England before I left once and for all, but I won't go there. So it's very interesting that all of this is happening right now. There is an impending financial crash, ladies and gents. We need to accept this. Okay, now I don't look at it as a crash. I look at it as we're bringing in a whole new world here. So of course things have to collapse before they can rebuild. Now, what's so funny, and this is a testament because you guys have heard me speak about my mum many times before. I was at her place today and she was sharing some things from Soul School because she popped along for a little while. And she said to me, Lucy, all the things you've been telling us over the last few years, even 5 years ago, they're all coming true. And I'm like, really, mum? Oh, well, that's really good. It's, it's nice to know that you're getting a bit of validation now. And it was just really perfect timing. Anyway, the most important thing about this October energy is the balance. Balance has been my word for probably the last 2 months, and this is the most important month for it. We are going to see the opposite ends of the scale, but this is about duality. This is about actually balancing things out. So be very prepared for that, okay? In every area of your life, do expect there to be some balance coming into kilter for you. There is going to be justice this month. Now, I'm not sure what level of justice we're going to see, or if it's going to be behind closed doors or what's going on. I actually feel that it will be for us to be able to witness, but there will be justice served this month. Now, I'm not sure the level of details on the justice. I just want to share that with you. But what they're saying to me is that justice is going to be at the forefront. There are going to be things coming up that perhaps we thought had been put to bed, and all of a sudden situations are being dragged back up again in a different outcome maybe. So just keep your eyes and ears open, and this is going to happen to the end of the year. We are in an extremely buoyant period of time. The financial crash is probably, or the financial instability probably is probably a better way of putting it. That's going to go on for a while. Please don't think that by the end of the year we're going to be out of the murky waters in regard to that. We're going to have to hold on. We're going to have to buckle up a little bit so that we can get through this with ease and grace. Now, just remember that everything is happening for us. Everything is happening to bring us into what I call new earth. Okay, remember, all of this needs to take place for that. We cannot go in with the old systems. We cannot go in with the mortgages. We cannot go in with, the old banking system. So please, please, please trust and put your vibration in the most positive circumstance of that. I know there are many other stories out there about, what's going to happen. And, if the banks crash, then that means we're all going to lose everything and blah, blah, blah. I don't believe that. I actually believe that this is a shift in humanity. This is us taking a new approach. So, how about we all manifest that? And then that is what's going to come in. We are very, very powerful beings. And whatever we, whatever we put out there, we can create. Use and allow your intuition to come online. Now, I find this super easy to do because I've been living in my intuition since 2017. I trust everything is happening for me. I trust everything as a messenger. I trust that, if somebody says something to me, putting me down, I trust that they're telling me about themselves. That's the level of trust and, the levels of intuition that I've got. And both of those two things are very, very, very important. If you can believe that there is a plan that is bigger than you could ever comprehend, and you are a moving piece of the puzzle in that, you will be able to surrender, and you will be able to trust and know that this is happening for us. We are going to have a point where we have to decide. It's going to be a choice. And I know recently I've been triggering a lot of people by saying everything is a choice. You choose to be happy, you choose to be sad. And I've had many people say, no, that's not true, and that's not true. And they're probably very new to my work, because it is all a choice. Everything we think we manifest. If we want to feel sad, we'll get more sad. So that means we'll get hormone issues, we'll get the other stuff. If we haven't dealt with our trauma, then we are going to get the things that bring up the hormones and stuff like that. And again, that is a choice. You're choosing not to deal with your trauma. So I know it rattles people's cages when I say that, but it's time for us to really, really fess up and do the healing work. It's extremely important that we recognize we are in the most profound period of time with healing. And if you're having, quite intense dreams, and I'm speaking about this in my Conscious Conversations community at the moment quite a bit, if you're having intense dreams, please make sure that you are recognizing the healing messages in there for you. If you want to join Conscious Conversations, head over to www.lucydavis.com, go to the products tab, and in there you will see everything that I do, from my 5-day breakthrough program, which is £7.77, through to Conscious Conversations, which is £11.11 a month, through to Self-Love Mastery, Self-Love Club membership. So all of that stuff is on there. The one thing I've been being chased for at the moment is my affirmation cards. Please be patient. They are going through design and printing process. Okay, so as soon as I can get them back on my website, they will be there for you. I promise they will be there for Christmas. I promise. Okay. This month is going to be about love. This month is going to be about opening your heart and trusting and believing and allowing love to be the highest vibration. The potentiality that comes from us stepping into a beautiful space of love. Honestly, we could change the world with it. And interestingly, I've got my love t-shirt on today. So clearly I must have known I was going to be talking about love today. I mean, what else do I talk about? Let's be real. So please do remember, please do take yourself, if somebody upsets you, please do take yourself to a space of love. If you've got somebody who's perhaps not very well, or somebody that's maybe a little bit dependent on you, just allow them to feel the love. Tell people that you love them. Show them in ways where you tell them to wear their seatbelts or drive safely, or, whatever it is, grab some beautiful, nutritious food. Like that to me is love. If somebody says to me, hey babe, I've made you some beautiful, nutritious food, like I know that that's them telling me that they love me. So step into that space where we are dishing love out like confetti, because it is going to be a challenging few months in certain ways. And if you are somebody who easily gets caught up in the narrative and easily gets caught up, following people and stuff, like this is your period of time. You need to step away and step into love. And it's as simple as that. Now, Soul School is all about the path of remembrance. And the word that came through when I was looking at the energy update is remembrance. So what that suggests to me is that Soul School, you know, it ignited, it activated the path of remembrance for people. And I'm suggesting that now it's your turn. Okay, it's time for your memories to come back online. It's time for you to remember how powerful you are. It's time for you to remember the gifts that you were given that have been stripped from you, and you know, you've been made to forget, and all sorts of things like that. Okay, this is the time to remember. The 1010 portal is going to be a biggie for love. There is going to be really passionate relationships coming online, if they haven't already. So just recognize that this passion and this love is going to be very much at the forefront for us, which is just absolutely beautiful. It's time, you know, there's going to be people out there losing their minds and losing their stuff. And then the ones of us that are comfortable with what's going on, and, you know, we're going to be having these most magical, passionate experiences. And I don't know about you, but I know which one I'm going to. Spend as much time as you possibly can in meditation. Reflect, go inwards constantly. If you find yourself looking to blame or looking to shame or looking to go outwards, take it inwards, meditate, sit with yourself, ask yourself where this is coming from. Where is the hurt coming from? Get out into nature as best you can. Honestly, it's the most powerful thing. Until my fast, I was ocean swimming every single day. Now I'm not doing it during the fast because my body is pretty cold anyway. So I just want to make sure that I'm okay. I don't want to make myself poorly or, you know, anything like that. So what I'm doing is when I get food back in me again, I'm going to go back into the ocean, and I'm going to make sure that I maintain that, because I've been loving it. And I know I'm going to need a little wetsuit or something to go in there soon. But right now I'm like, no, I'm doing it. In fact, I probably won't need one. Let's be honest about it. I'm tough and I can do it, and I can set my mind to it, right? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. My mind, it's all about clean thoughts, ladies and gents. We must be impeccable with our thoughts. Actions and words are choosing our timelines. That's what they gave me. Actions and words are choosing our timelines. So that's thoughts, actions, and words. Okay, they're choosing our timeline right now. Now, are you impeccable with your word? You know, do you use words like insane? Like, do you really want insanity? Ask yourself the question. Like, personally, I don't. I want love. I want peace. I want to create everything that is what I know is possible. So please tidy yourself up. I was going to say smarten up, but that wouldn't have made sense, would it? Tidy yourself up. Recognize the language that you're putting out there. Recognize the actions that you're taking. Now, if you're saying to someone, oh, I'm all love and light and I'm all this, blah, 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 and then behind closed doors, you're screaming in your car and you're shouting at your children and whatever. Like, I'm not saying don't tell people that you're upset and angry and all the rest of it. I'm not saying please don't cry. What I'm saying is they're contradicting each other. So smarten up, tidy up, whichever works for you. Okay, it's very, very, very important. We must be aligning our mind, body, and soul. If you are in misalignment, you will be picking the lower vibrational energies. So if you are, you know, pumping love out, but behind closed doors, you're sabotaging yourself, please know that you will pull in the sabotage much more than the love. Okay, so you need to be feeling it. The way that I'm explaining it to people right now is think of something that makes you so happy and remember that feeling and bring that up in you so that you can then imprint it into the quantum field. It's a very, very, very important technique to do that. And very few people actually get on it. A lot of people go, they speak the speak. Gosh, people are starting to realize how much I walk my talk. You know, like a lot of people are just so full of this, yet they don't deliver anything. You know, everybody is going to know by the middle of October quite how much I'm walking my talk with the visions that I have put out there and the visions that I channeled in 2018. Like it's just gold. The gold is there. Everything is there. It's so beautiful. So, you know, be impeccable with your word, be impeccable with your thoughts, and make sure that your actions back those up. So then your body can come into alignment. You can do the healing and all the necessary work to be able to catapult your journey. Like, a lot of people want their gifts, but they're not prepared to do the healing work. Why on earth should you get all of your gifts if you're not prepared to look yourself square in the eye and recognize how you've held yourself back? It's going to be a buoyant month. So buckle up, babes. It is going to be buoyant, I promise you. It's going to be making us want to go all over the place. One minute we're going to be good, the next minute we're going to be like, what's going on? So this is about breath work. This is about neutralizing the body. This is about coming back to heart and coming back to self. It is going to be transformative, which is extremely interesting because I've just finished writing my book, and we're currently, well, we're a big part of the way through editing it now. And that book is all about transformation. It's all about transformation. So it's very interesting that that book is going to be at a point whereby hopefully next month, in November, it's going to be released to the public, and it is transformation. So no surprise, the transformative energy is coming in. We have to hit the deck before we can go up. Think about the moments of your transformative life. Think about it. When have you really made massive changes? It's normally after a death or a serious illness or something along those lines. Like there's been a massive bang in your life, and then boom, your transformation has taken place. You know, even if it's a year later, it's normally the catalyst is something, you know, pretty significant that has taken place in your life. Don't get me wrong, there are many people out there that have just got off their ass and done it, and I admire you guys so much. For me, it took my granddad to pass for me to get the boom and come back online and recognize what I deserve. How pretty do my flowers look back there, by the way? They just caught my eye. I was like, I'm so spoiled. I've got flowers all over my house. It's so beautiful. And I really do feel spoiled at the moment. It's just wonderful. And actually, just as a default, because I haven't said this yet, I've got so many presents sat in my kitchen from beautiful people that have given me presents at Soul School. And I haven't said thank you yet. So if you gave me a present at Soul School, thank you. I am going to go through them all, and I am going to put pictures in whatever in my Instagram so that I can actually say thank you to you guys. I'm not being rude. I've just been really freaking busy this week. So boundaries, my favorite topic. Boundaries are going to be a biggie boundaries for October. That's what we're going to say. Biggie boundaries for October. Be aware that people are going to be putting boundaries in place. People are being empowered to recognize where boundaries are. People are going to cross your boundaries. They're going to attempt to cross your boundaries. People are going to push your buttons and try and, you know, get you to react and all the rest of it. It's down to you what you choose to do. I got a great example where somebody attempted to push my boundaries recently, and he just went, because I was just on such a high that I didn't bite to what he was looking to do. So it's fascinating. You know, it's fascinating. Remember, you are in charge. You are the one who can decide the way that you live your life. And having clear boundaries with people means that you love them enough to keep them in your life. So do you want to keep people in your life? Do you want to start saying no so that you can love yourself that little bit more? Boundaries, when you can demonstrate clear boundaries, and a lot of my clients and a lot of my followers and stuff, they don't like my boundaries, but then they message me and they're like, I hated it when you did that to me, but actually you've shown me how to put a clear, healthy boundary in place with somebody. That's what we're here to do. We're here to mirror each other. We're here to remind each other that we can all do this. I'm no different to you. I'm not special. I'm literally just walking the same path as you, and I'm just remembering exactly as you are. Sometimes I've remembered sooner. Sometimes you guys remind me. So, you know, it's this beautiful energy exchange that we've got going on here. So keep up the good work. Put those boundaries in place. And if anybody crosses them, you don't need to get angry. You put a boundary in place and you say, look, this is the way that it's going to be. And I actually like to do that now up front with people as best as I possibly can, put boundaries in place so we both know where we stand, and they can either accept them or not. And likewise, I empower them to do the same with me. So it's going to be an intense October. And it's going to be a fast October, which is really funny because I was joking with one of my team earlier today. I was like, oh my God, it's like I'm on speed. The amount of work that I'm getting done, the channeling that's taking place. And okay, I'm fasting at the moment. So, you know, I am literally an open channel for source to be able to communicate. But yesterday I was having conversations with people and my mouth couldn't keep up with my brain. I had all this information coming out. It was just absolutely fascinating. So do expect it to become more intense. You know, even people like myself, I'm probably going to become more intense in a good way, I hope. And I'm probably going to speak a little bit faster. I don't know how that would ever work. I speak quite fast anyway when I'm excited, don't I? So just remember, people are just, embodying the energies right now. So just hold space for them. I had to tell my mum today, just breathe, babe, just breathe. And she did, and she was good after that. So just remember, it's all beautiful. Everything is happening for us. This month is a biggie. This month is what we were waiting for. We have been chomping at the bit for such a long time for this. Now it's going to be interesting to see people's reactions when it arrives, right? Intention. Live your life intentionally. Create intention for everything. What is the intention behind doing that exercise? What is the intention behind taking that walk? What is the intention behind creating that business? What is the intention behind anything that you do? And then I got something in my eye that just went really weird. It went across my eye then. So we set the intentions, and then we allow the attention to bring it into us. Okay, the intention is set, the attention. So by giving it attention, it's going to bring it into us. That's imprinting on the quantum field and then creating and manifesting into the heart. So you've got to feel it to do that. There is going to be purging. There's going to be a lot of purging. That's what's taking place. The financial crash is or the financial instability, as I called it earlier, it's a form of purging. We are going to see Gaia purging. I don't know whether that looks like flooding or fires, or I don't know what that looks like, or maybe volcanoes or something, but I see Gaia purging too. Gaia's fed up with this. Gaia's fed up with us lot. Honestly, she's furious with us. She's just like, well, you lot clean your acts up and get on with this. She's also very, very upset with the darker, the heavier entities and the energies. So, we need to clean our act up and give Gaia a helping hand here. And I'm not talking about, climate change and that. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the love. I'm talking about us embodying peace and embodying creativity, because that's what's going to help Gaia. She's a babe. She's a babe, and she's kept us alive for all this time. We got sent down here to do this. Let's give her some support back now. Truth, truth, truth. That's what they said to me. And trust, trust, trust. 2 T's. Truth is going to come out. Trust your inner dial. Trust your intuition. Trust that everything is happening out for you in the best way that it needs to be. Gosh, we're in for such a huge month. We really are. Now, if you want to make your month even bigger, we are going to be launching Soul School for February 2023 on the 11th of October. We're going to be doing a launch call this time because it's going to be very different to the first time. Okay, so there's going to be a launch call on the 11th of October. We are also going to be launching, probably on the same date or similar, Self-Love Mastery. Now, Self-Love Mastery is the 8-week program. So have a little look on my website, feel into what it is that you would like to do, if anything, and then reach out to us and come on the journey with us. The launch call for Soul School will be on the 11th of October. I'm getting it all set up in the technology now so that we're good to go. Ladies and gents, long story short, this month is going to be transformative. This month is going to be the one that we're probably going to get rattled to our cages. There is going to be shifts. We are going to find things out about people that we might not like. It's time. As they used to say when old Mr. T was in charge, the storm is upon us. And I truly believe now this is where we watch all of it start to come to the surface. Now, I don't resonate with that side of things, the political side of things, but I really do see now that everything is going to have to come to the surface once and for all, so we can step forward. Now, whether that means the intricate details or not, I don't know, guys, but I know that it's time for us to step out of these systems and step forward. And I'm happy about that. Tell your loved ones how much you love them, hold on to them, cling on to them, you know, do beautiful things together. Just embrace these beautiful, precious moments that we've got. Ladies and gents, I will see you in the next video. I will be popping out a video with myself and Deb Collins imminently. I'm hoping to cut it over the weekend and pop it out, and then it will be out with you guys, okay? I love you to the moon and stars. I will see you in the next video. Lots of love.